I'm blues, my only flaw. You see it can be freezing. I thought I'd flow. It seems deeper blue, by you I'm consumed.
Hi, so welcome to my channel. Today we are making sea moss into sea moss jelly. So it's all been washed and cleaned in spring water. I left it overnight for about 12 hours to soak, and I popped it in the fridge as well. And what it does is it doubles over in size. So now I've just added it to a pan, and we're going to bring it to a boil for about 10 minutes at most. We had some technical difficulties with our burner, so I had to get my dad to help me. I don't know, for some reason it just wouldn't light or stay lit basically. So we had to sort that out while I was being mine. So what sea moss does for the body is it adds 92 minerals to our body. We have 102 minerals overall in our body, so sea moss has an extra boost to our our vitamins and all the goodies that we need in our body. So it's really good to boost our immune system with sea moss, especially at this time during the coronavirus crisis. So going back to the video, as you can see, I'm still having problems with burning and lighting and keeping lit the burner. Finally got the little one working, so we placed it on there, and like I said, we'll leave it on for roughly about 10 minutes at most to boil. So what you want to do at this stage is add more water if it looks like this. Don't leave it to boil like that, it will just burn. So I added more spring water to mine and brought it to a boil. And you'll start to see it starting to thicken at this stage as well, so it gets a bit more gloopier, it's not as stringy. I bought my sea moss in vial form, so I don't know if it's a little bit different if you buy it fresh, because I've not bought it that way before. I've always bought it quite dried, and I buy mine in really small quantities. I only used half a bag because it takes a long time for me to clean. So I'd rather do it in stages. To be fair, half a bag did me good. Sorry about the quality of the camera at this point, the exposure is so bright. I did have to change my settings, which you will see later on in the video. And I had to change pans because it did bubble over. I didn't realise how small this pan actually was until I put more water in it basically. So now I've changed my settings on the camera, it looks a lot better. But now you can start to see it starting to bubble over. It's starting to come to a boil, which is what you want it to look like. And like I say, you don't have to keep it on for exactly 10 minutes. You can keep it on for about 5. Just depending on your burner. I think I kept mine on for about 7 minutes at most, but roughly keep it in that 10-minute bracket. You don't want to go over that. So it was at this stage that I realised I had to change pans. So please don't be like me. Make sure you get a big enough pan, because as soon as that started to do that, that's it. It went all over the stove, and I had to clean everything all over again, which isn't fun. So this is how you want your sea moss to look like when it's boiling. You want it that nice froth And what we do is, once we've boiled it and we're happy with the texture, we pop it into a blender. So I was ready to take mine off the stove, more or less around this stage. I didn't really mix it that much. I only just made sure that it wasn't catching at the bottom, but I kind of just left it to do its thing, like rice. You don't mix it loads and loads, you just let it do its thing. Sorry about that, I got a bit too close. I'm happy with the camera. But yeah, right now you're good to take it off the stove and add it to your blender. I was using the Vitamix blender, which is really good because it can take hot heat. Try and make sure that your blender can take warm heat if you're going to use it straight from the stove. If not, make it cool down just so it doesn't break your blender. This blender is good for heat and everything like that because it can make soups. So, and it was okay for me to pour the sea moss straight in. Now, I didn't over blend my sea moss. I kind of just made sure that it was all well incorporated into itself. You will know it's incorporated very well once you notice that it doesn't look like this. It won't look like, don't know what that reminds me of, but it won't look the way it does in the meantime anyway. It will turn more like a milky colour. So you want to make sure your settings are all right. I blitzed it on maximum for about 1 minute, and then I blitzed it again just on low for another minute or so. So you'll see what I mean when it changes colour like now. And you keep mixing until all the little particles are hardly there basically. You want to make sure that you haven't got any thick bits of the sea moss seaweed in any form. You want it as liquefied as possible. Just keep blending. So it really doesn't take that long to make the jelly. It's more just the preparation of the sea moss. It takes a little while. But actually to get it into this form, it doesn't take long at all really. So once we've blended everything and we're happy with the way it all looks, you want to get yourself some mason jars or something you can put your sea moss into. So you see it looks more like a milk right now, doesn't it? So it's very hot at this stage. When you do put them in your mason jars, be sure to label them with the date you've made your sea moss and wrap it up, put it in the fridge straight away. Don't faff around with it because it could break your glass with it being this hot. I prefer it like this because I can add it to a lot of meals. You can drink it, I can wear it in my hair, I can put it in, smoothies or just drink it as water. So I prefer it in the gel form. It's more versatile for myself, and my family prefer it as well instead of actually eating the seaweed, which I do sometimes. But at this stage you want to label it up, put it in the fridge. So after setting it for about 24 hours, this is the final results, and we turn it into a jelly. And it does last for about 3 weeks in this form. You can freeze it, and if you do freeze your sea moss, it will last for about a year. But yes, this is the final results, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment, and follow me on my Instagram, Alicia Shanto. And there will be some more videos similar to this and some a little bit different in the future. Thank you so much. Bye.